So, another video. I wasn't sure if I really would manage to do another one or not. So today is the 2nd of January 2025, and yesterday I just did the red wash, but I don't know yet what to do with it. So I mentioned that I have paints that just dried because I was too scared to actually use them, and ended up doing pretty much nothing with them. And I thought I'd try. I have this masking fluid that I had quite a long time, and I just realized it's supposed to be with watercolors, and I've got acrylic color. So anyway, so this masking, that's the yellow thing, didn't behave at all how I expected it to behave. And I know that in the past I would have gotten quite upset and be derogative to myself. The fact is that was the first time I used it, and it bubbled up, probably because I shook the bottle too much, and then it just became too wide. I just wanted to have very fine lines, and that didn't work. And it brought me to the thought and the reflection why we are so negative and discourage ourselves instead of going, oh, that's interesting, didn't think it would behave like this. And the expectation that something I use for the first time has to behave exactly how I expect it to behave, or I should have the skills and the knowledge just because I watched some videos of other people using it. You can see I put too much paint on here. I should just automatically or naturally know how to use this, and that's absolutely bonkers, this idea that, and that stops us then, because then we are not playfully exploring anymore. We're just criticizing ourselves because, oh yeah, did that wrong, no wonder, what a loser. And that's when people go like, oh, you're so talented, if they see that someone is really good, and give up because I think they're not talented. But talent is probably just like the interest in something. And there are people who, like Mozart or other prodigies, that just started something and straight away it was amazing. But for most of us, we need to learn how to write, and we kept going no matter how rubbish it looked like. And so we also have to learn how to use a brush and how to use mediums like this masking fluid. But if we tried things out as children and we were just laughed at and not encouraged, and we carry that with us, and then 30-40 years later you're still looking at your stuff and go, yeah, I shouldn't do this, and shouldn't call myself an artist. And that is really sad, because creating is something that it's just in us. Kids create, and if you see cavemen and cave women and cave children drawings, they just did it, and it's in us, and supposed to be really good for stress relief. But if I look at this now and I get upset because oh, that doesn't look good, then I'm not gonna be relaxed and just stressed and feeling miserable. So if you struggle with being creative and you're ashamed and you just don't think you're good enough, I give you permission to try out. I know you don't need my permission, but you know what I mean. It's like, how can we get better if we don't try out how things don't work? Like I used this pipette thing. I used this for the masking fluid, and I shook it and it was bubbly, and yeah, well, now I've learned not to use this. So maybe I need to watch a few more videos and find out how other people use it. I watched something, but I realized I didn't really pay enough attention. So I just keep trying. And I just want to encourage you to keep trying as well, and not let shame and embarrassment stop you. Because if we keep going, inevitably we will get better. So maybe I see you tomorrow.